Now, Israeli naval forces have intercepted an international flotilla attempting to deliver aid in Gaza. The mission, which included over 40 civilian boats and hundreds of activists, including Swedish climate campaigner Greta Thunberg, stopped roughly 70 nautical miles from the war-ravaged enclave. Israeli forces have intercepted at least 40 ships. Two are still sailing, of which one is believed to have broken the seas. The Global Sumud Flotilla, carrying food, medicine and over 500 civilians, had been making its way across the Mediterranean for weeks. Departing from Spain, the convoy made stops in Italy and Tunisia before heading for Gaza. According to the activists, Israeli forces boarded the vessels in international waters, cut off communication and detained dozens. Live video streamed from one of the lead ships, the Alma, showed passengers donning life vests just before Israeli naval vessels surrounded them. Surveillance cameras on board the Maria Cristina boat showed a vessel allegedly from the Israeli Navy spraying a jet of unidentified substance at the flotilla. Israeli Foreign Ministry later said that all passengers were safe and were being transferred to an Israeli port where their deportation procedure to Europe would begin. The interception has sparked major condemnation and diplomatic fallout. Turkey's foreign ministry called the operation an act of terrorism, while hundreds of Turks protested against Israel outside Istanbul consulate and slammed Israel's actions as unlawful. Accusing Israel of committing what it called a new international crime, Colombian President Gustavo Petro expelled all remaining Israeli diplomats in the country and reported that 2 Colombian activists on board the flotilla were in Israeli custody. The United Nations said that it was closely monitoring the flotilla as it neared waters of Gaza and urged all sides to respect international law. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa called on Israel to immediately release pro-Palestinian activists, including Nelson Mandela's grandson, intercepted on the aid flotilla. Mandla Mandela and at least 5 other South Africans were on board the Global Sumud Flotilla of over 40 vessels aiming to break Israel's siege of the Palestinian territory and deliver aid to Gaza, where the United Nations says famine has set in. Our correspondent Carlton Ongo has sent us this report for Johannesburg. For more on this, listen to it.
Calls are growing for South African government to take action to help secure the release of 7 South African activists intercepted by Israeli forces on board a vessel to deliver aid in Gaza. Israel's foreign ministry confirmed that several vessels that form part of the Global Sumud Flotilla have been safely stopped and that those aboard were being transferred to an Israeli port. Mandla Mandela, grandson of former President Nelson Mandela, is among the activists on the flotilla. He recorded a video warning of his alleged abduction by Israeli forces. South Africa has been part of the growing international movement of solidarity with Palestine from the very beginning and has continuously called for safe passage for the Global Sumud Flotilla delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza. This is Carlton Ongo from Johannesburg, South Africa for WION World is One.